Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Slice of Gaming podcast. I'm your host, the Uncharted Wolf, and I'm joined today by one very special guest because everyone else was busy. They're probably partying after the Game Awards. But thankfully, I have my favorite party pooper, Jackie G. Jack, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm here to poop on some parties.
Hey, man, if I need a party pooper, I got you to help me in that way. In all seriousness, I think everyone else was just pretty busy. I mean, we're in the holidays, exam seasons, so it's like I think people are just kind of burnt out. I get it, but I'm glad you were here to join me today. I mean, this is a very big episode of the Game Awards episode.
Yeah, you know what? If the show had ended on a higher note, I think everyone else would have been signing up. They would have all wanted to be here at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about everything related to the Game Awards, some other extra news tidbits, and also what we're playing real quick. Though I don't think I've been playing anything crazy, so I don't know if you have. But anyways, I hope you guys are excited for today. As you can tell, we're a little spent. I think we just watched a pretty big show last night. I mean, Jack, you were up till like what 3 a.m. because it's like really late your time.
By the time it finished, it was long past 4 a.m. So by
Oh
the time I
God.
actually switched everything off, probably closer to 5.
Dude, waking up like you're like sitting there staring at your monitor at like 4 a.m. and you see High Guard. Oh, dude, that
Hell
would have been
yes.
the end of me.
Hey, at least I was ready to sleep after seeing that thing.
We'll talk all about that and everything else that was shown today. If you guys want to find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever your favorite podcasts are found, we're on them. Like the podcast, helps us out a ton. Review us on Apple, and also follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky at A Slice of Gaming, all one word. But with that, I think we're ready to just jump right into it. We got the big Game Awards celebration. I'll ask you first and foremost, Jack. What do you think of the show overall? How you feeling? You feeling excited about the reveals and whatnot?
Yeah, like we joke about it, but I genuinely thought it was a very good show.
Hmm.
Not obviously nothing was going to live up to last year's, but
Of
this
course.
was probably better than the year before and the year before that. So,
Yeah.
like, other than like obviously it ended in a bit of a poor way, and I do think the order of games should have been shifted around. But I imagine it's
Hmm.
just what people pay for certain spots, so it's probably as simple as that. But with a better flow, this would have been amazing.
100%. Yeah, I think I'm kind of right there with you. If I had to put like a letter or a number grade on it, it normally it would be a 7. There was one announcement that boosted it all the way to an 8 for me. But I'm feeling pretty good about the show overall. I thought it was a solid experience when it comes to the reveals. Lots of cool games shown off, lots of things I'm really excited about, great trailers. It's just that last hour really should have been reordered in a big way. There was only really one highlight from that last hour. And we got to stop with these gotcha game trailers. Like, really, at this point, it's getting to a point where it's like, I don't even know what they're announcing anymore. It's like, is this just a reminder that the game exists? Because, like, I feel like it'll be like, oh, we're announcing this character. It's like, what character? Even like the one gotcha game I played, Zenless Zone Zero, the trailer for that, the character they revealed, it's like, this character's been revealed. This character's been revealed for a while. What are we showing off here? That, like, she has gameplay? What? I thought it was very confusing. I didn't really understand it, but otherwise, I thought it was a pretty solid experience and lots of cool reveals to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
But before we get to the reveals, Jack, this is technically an award show, though. Let's be completely honest. I think 90% of people don't really care about the awards, they just care about the reveals. But we at Slice of Gaming did a little form predicting who would win and lose at the Game Awards, specifically what would win each category. And I have the results right here. I got a big spreadsheet. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this, Jack. Now, just straight up, how do you think you did? How do you think everyone else did? Just from like what you the energy, I think.
As it was happening, I thought, hey, I'm doing all right at these. I got a few of these, and then I realized, yeah, Claire Obscure won all the indie stuff as well, so that's definitely gonna
Mhm.
knock my grade down a little bit. Um, I think that I don't think I won, but I don't think I lost. So I'm sure that
Yeah.
some people did a lot better than me. But you know, some people had a lot of more hope for Hades 2 sweeping a lot more awards, and yeah, that was a pity.
Yeah, I'll say this, to just say at the end of the day, Silk Song, Bonanza, and Hades 2 all got an award. So I'm coming out
Yep.
pretty happy. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Sure, the game I didn't play got all these awards, whatever. I'm happy that like my three favorites of the year, and like you could say, oh, well, the awards aren't as important. It's like the game award looks the exact same. So at the end of the day, it's like they're all gonna get a big sexy little statue. Sexy little statue, maybe I shouldn't say it like that, but they're gonna get a sexy statue and they're gonna be like, hell yeah. This is a representation of the accomplishments we put into this game. That's all that matters. And really, the most important game awards, Jack, are your own. And it's like, what are my favorite games this year? That's all that really matters.
Listen, if you make the medley, you will be remembered for all time. That's the only thing that
Yeah.
matters.
Dude, when they brought in Pauline's voice actress, what was her name? Jenny something, to sing Heart of Gold, I teared up. I was so happy. I'm so happy this is here. I didn't think they
It
would do
was.
it. They haven't had a singer for a long time, since like 2019.
Yeah, that's probably correct. I can't remember the last one.
Hmm. I really wish they did like the metaphor, like they got in the guy who did the chanting. Like that was weird that they didn't do that, because I feel like he was like the character of that game.
Yeah, I would have felt robbed without Expedition 33 having the singer on the Game Awards theme, but considering the fact they got they
You
opened
got
the show.
enough.
Yeah, they opened the show with an entire performance of Un Via Teme. I think that's how you
Dude,
pronounce it. And yeah, it was
when I saw
fantastic.
that, I was like, "Oh, I wonder what the favorite is."
Yeah, the whole show was just dedicated to that one game, and you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, you know what, Shots Bonanza, you got Family Game, really awesome, and dude, Silk Song, I fucking love Silk Song, and we'll talk about that at our own Game Awards show. Should be early January. I can't wait. Let's talk about the actual categories. So I just want to run through these. First and foremost, most anticipated. Only two people didn't get it. Everyone else, when Rockstar's getting the 3-time Game Award for most anticipated, which is Grand Theft Auto 6. Dark and Navi were the only ones who didn't say it would win most anticipated. I
Was
think
Navi the ones who picked Witcher?
Navi said Witcher and Dark said Resident Evil, which I get kind of, but it's also like, guys, it's GTA. Like it's just gonna win. Maybe from a personal standpoint, you're more excited for that, but like that doesn't matter when it's Grand Theft Auto 6. This is like the most anticipated game, arguably in history.
Yeah, that maybe it shouldn't even be eligible at this point. It just feels unfair to the others, but at least
It's just so funny. It's like they already have 3 Game Awards before the game's even out.
I know
So,
it's gonna be like they're gonna have more awards than Expedition 33 at this rate because like they've already got a head start.
oh, but yeah, I wonder if that counts. I hope that counts because that's gonna be very funny. It's just, but yeah. Anyways, best adaptation. This was actually pretty split. A lot of people guessed a lot of different things, but for the most part, more people said Last of Us season 2, which sadly for Fusion because he did not like that season.
Which one did you say?
Multiplayer,
Did you go Minecraft?
I went Minecraft. I was hoping just because it would be funny, but that one I didn't really care on voting for.
No, it
uh,
was a fair
or
guess.
even predicting. I thought like just the hype of Minecraft would have gotten it. Like there was hype for it being so bad that like I thought like maybe people would go, oh, I think people like this, but it seems like Last of Us Cache really helped. Multiplayer was actually perfectly split of people who got Arc Raiders who predicted that and people who predicted something else. I saw one vote for Night Rain. I saw one vote for Peak, and then like kind of Battlefield 6. But yeah, for
Yep.
Arc Raiders win that one. I don't want to go through all of them. I want to go through just the interesting stats specifically. Sports racing, only 2 people didn't predict Mario Kart, and it was Dark and it was you, Jack. You said rematch.
It was me.
Uh,
I did say
Dark
rematch.
and Dark said Sonic Racing, which was very funny.
Hey, he
Um,
tried.
only 3 people got Sim/strategy, which was Dark, Bop, and Bench, who they all said Final Fantasy Tactics. I could not believe that won. I know it's a really really good game, and I actually am interested in playing it. But it's like, oh man, I wonder like a remaster winning that, considering how much hype the alters had going into it.
Yeah, I didn't pick FF Tactics because it was a remaster, but apparently that doesn't matter.
Best fighting, only 3 people got that, and that was Beef, Jack, you, and Jat. Very funny, very funny that
Hey
that
man,
was the one.
I told you, don't underestimate Fatal Fury again. You did it twice this year.
I don't. I think Fatal Fury is just one of those things where like I was surprised at how quickly it lost steam.
Yeah,
And I don't think it even related to like all the Saudi stuff or whatever. I think it genuinely just like I think a lot of people were like, okay, this is cool, and then stop playing it. But
I
it was a
wonder
pretty
if
weak year for fighting games.
yeah, I wonder if internationally Fatal Fury is like
Oh
either
yeah,
more or
probably.
less people are interested in it because like obviously over here and in the States a lot all you ever seem to hear about is the Saudi stuff, whereas I don't know if that really branches out to every other country in the world where they're just like they probably don't even know.
Yeah, Fatal Fury is really popular in South America. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
I know, like Brazil especially. Um, only three people didn't predict Claire Obscure winning Best RPG, and that was Bench, you, and Jet. I think Jet said Outer Worlds too, and I'm like, Jet, come on. I
Listen,
respect it, but come on. Only one person didn't predict Holiday Silk Song winning action adventure, and that was Bob. You want to know what he chose?
go on.
Death Stranding 2. See?
I
Even Bob knows it would have been stupid to vote for Indiana Jones in there. What a fucking weird ass game to be nominated, am I right? Anyways, yeah.
so Death Stranding 2 and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 are the only ones that didn't win anything, right? In terms of like the
Ghost of
Game
Yotze
Award
as well.
nominees. Yeah, I just meant the main nominees, but yeah,
Oh,
them as well.
yeah. Yeah, which is unfortunate. I would like it would have been cool if KCD2 won RPG or Death Stranding 2 winning art direction or something, but like what are you gonna do? At the end of the day, it's like I think those developers are more than like whatever about it. They're like, okay, well, maybe next year. Kojima, dude, there was a reaction clip of Kojima of just like looking like, oh god, why did I even come here? It was so funny.
Yeah, what was it? Best game direction. I think he chuckled at, but
He
oh
was like,
well.
why am I even here? Death Stranding 2, really good game. I really like that game a lot. KCD 2, I also heard a lot of things about. I can't wait to get into it. Best action game. Only person who didn't predict Hades 2 winning was Dark, which very funny.
Which
I feel like it was, but he said Ninja Gaiden 4, which I mean, God bless you, Dark. I don't know what to tell you.
manifesting.
Me and Moon were the only people to say Midnight Walk would win Best VR.
Yep, that was a
Uh,
good call.
yeah, that was one I was actually kind of surprised when they said Midnight Walk. I was like, I don't know if that prediction was right, but that was by far the one that had the most like positive buzz around it, despite not really getting that many people playing it. It was like, well, everyone who did play it thought it was great.
Yeah, and like I said on
Uh,
the episode a few weeks back, I think it's the only one that has a non-VR mode, so it probably had the most people who played it anyway.
yeah. Best debut indie. Jack, you're the only one who didn't say Claire Obscure.
Yeah, I just had to hope that enough people would think, this doesn't really count. But oh well.
Yeah. I'm glad we agree on that at least. It's like that's crazy. Uh most okay, so this is the most interesting stat. Only one person got both community support and ongoing. It's the same person. Nobody else got the win for that. Do you want to guess who it is?
Oh man, I don't know. You know what? I'll have hope in dark.
It was not Dark. It was Navi.
What's he playing at
Nav
over there?
He was the only one who predicted community support going to Baldur's Gate 3 and ongoing to No Man's Sky. Which, dude, I was shocked when No Man's Sky won ongoing. It deserves it, obviously. Like, fuck yeah, it deserves it. But it's one of those things where it's like, wow, they're giving ongoing to No Man's Sky again, and I really thought they would give it to Rivals.
You know what's terrible? We're spending more time talking about each of these awards than they did because I've already forgot that Baldur's Gate won anything.
God bless the Game Awards. Only one person didn't predict Games for Impact. Jack, it's you. You didn't
Yeah,
believe in South of Midnight.
listen, I thought they wouldn't want to give it to the megacorp that's funding certain things, so, but I was
I,
wrong.
you got to remember, most people don't care about that type of thing, which,
Yeah, I
you
know.
know, things happen. um, what's it called? Then from here, so everyone got score and music except Jat, which is interesting.
What did he pick?
Um, but in total, everyone predicted narrative, everyone predicted direction. Only one person didn't predict the Goaty, and that was Fusion. And I respect Fusion. He said Hades 2 for pure hopium. He was like, come on, Hades 2, you can win it. It's like, God, I wish, but nah.
Yeah,
But that's everything. Now, Jack, are you interested in what the scores are?
Absolutely.
So in first place with 18 points, number one is Moon. He got the most
Hell yeah. Nice
categories
one.
right. I was actually surprised looking at it. It's like, yeah, no, he got almost everything right. He missed independent, community sport and ongoing. Everyone missed community sport and ongoing outside of Navi. But then he just kind of went on a streak of like nailing like audio design scores, art direction, narrative, performance, all that. And it very much helped get him to the top. So shout out to Moon. He very much nailed it. Uh, Second place with 17 points was Beef. The
Nice. Nice.
crown does not go on the head anymore. He's always the 2-time champ Beef Hammer. Not anymore.
Nope. Unfortunate.
um, at third place is me, tied with Bob at 16
Okay.
points.
Nice one. Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
pretty
we
good
tie for
score.
third.
Bob just ties on every one of these games apparently because he tied
Yeah, really.
winning last year.
And then it would be fifth place next. Oh no, yeah, because technically, since me and Bob
Yeah.
tied for third, then it would go to fifth place. So fifth place with 15 points was Bench, who Bench
I
usually
lost
does really bad at these.
Bench. I lost to Bench. Ouch.
And then at sixth place with, hang on, let me make sure I counted this right. Yeah, okay, I'm good. It's like Bench can't win this. Wait, okay, and then at 14th place is Fusion, tied with you.
Okay, I can accept that.
Yeah. And then at, I forget what place we're at now. It's like 8th, right? At 8th, we have at 13 points Jat, which all
Okay.
leaves at last place with 12 points Dark. Which
Listen,
I,
he
I,
had a good strategy, but it just didn't pan out.
I think it's funny when I looked at Dark's predictions, they were by far the most weird. He actually did nail most of the Claire Obscure wins, but then from there, like he missed Anticipated. That was a big loss there. Missed Adaptation, missed Multiplayer, Sports and Racing. He missed because he believed in Sonic. Come on. He missed Fighting. He missed Action. He missed VRAR. He missed a lot of the ones that like most of everyone else got. Like he missed Mobile, which went to Uma Musume. It was that thing of like he was just missing like stuff that even everyone else got except him.
And yeah,
So,
he still didn't fall that far behind the rest of me and Fusion, so it's
yeah, really.
okay.
He still did pretty good, yeah, all things considered. But yeah, we're gonna have a punishment for Dark. We'll try to decide. I think burning him at the stake, that seems a little aggressive, right? We'll do
Well,
the Wicker
Moon
Man
won.
thing.
Moon won, so maybe he has to pick a punishment.
Yeah,
But
that's a good
Moon
point.
is the kind of person who would choose a Wicker Man punishment. So
We'll talk about the Wicker Man. Oh man. um, there was one thing specifically I wanted to shout out. Oh yeah, sports and racing. I just want to shout this out. This was the funniest thing of like, did you see how mad Sonic fans got at the loss? And like, listen, you and me have our criticisms of Mario Kart World. Listen, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not trying to be a fanboy. You are a fucking clown if you think Sonic Racing is anywhere near as fun as Mario Kart. I'm sorry. I have my criticisms of Mario Kart. I have 10 times more fun with that game.
you know, I haven't played it. I bet the track design is probably better in Sonic Racing, but everything else is probably better in Mario Kart. So
It's definitely a game. Sonic Racing is a better traditional Mario Kart in a lot of ways, but Mario Kart's actually way more fun. That's really it. I mean, and I'm not trying to be a fanboy here. I was like, I'm not even the biggest Mario Kart guy. I just think that like by a comical degree, it is a better game. And I played both, and I really like Sonic Racing. It's a fun game. Like
listen,
it's a fun
I will
7.
I will never get over Sonic fans in 2022 and the reaction they had to God of War winning Best Music. That was something. That was a toxic day on the internet.
I was one of those Sonic fans. I should have won Best Music over God of War. Come on, man. That's
Blood on. Listen, I haven't even played the game. Blood on the Snow is a fucking incredible thing.
Blood in the Snow is really good, dude. Actually, honestly, if we're talking about scoring music, Elden Ring should have won that one. I mean, I still listen to that soundtrack. God, dude. that soundtrack. I wish God of War didn't come out that year. I'll be honest. I would have wanted Elden Ring to win more awards.
I
yeah,
I wanted that. I was the
I'm
guy screaming Metal Hellsinger. I wanted that to win that year.
dude, that's a good ass soundtrack too. I mean, I shut that up. I still remember. I don't know if you remember when Sonic Frontiers lost to Genshin Impact for the Player's Choice. Do you remember when Jeff afterward, like when after tallying up all the votes and removing all the bot votes because he knew how intense the like vote was at that time?
Yeah.
It was so funny. That whole like saga was hilarious to follow. It I do want to shout out Player's Voice as per usual, just being kind of a joke because listen, Wuthering Waves, I get it's probably a good gotcha game, but like the, I saw the post immediately after like Wuthering Waves winning, and they're like, "Thank you for voting for us for Player's Choice. We're giving you guys some currency." It's like, oh, okay. Well, they just bribed their way into winning, so they get their fan. This is why we should never trust fan votes, and why, like, okay, maybe fan voting is a bad idea.
Yeah, you'll always hear people saying, "Oh, it should just be 100% fan vote," and it's just like, no, please, no, please don't let them.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, I think it's weird that Game Awards always nominates Genshin Impact. Wuthering Waves, I think, came out this year, so that's fine. But like, why is Genshin Impact there? That did not come out this year.
I will say, if Wuthering Waves wants to pay me a currency, I will nominate it for number one at the Soggies. But
100%.
that's just because I have zero respect for myself, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the same way, dude. No worries. Anyways, let's get into the actual show itself. Reveals. I'm just gonna skip around. Tell me if there's something that you want to stop on. You know, give me a big like stop if you want to stop on something, and if I pass
Okay.
by it too quick. So we go into the pre-show. Starts with Free Shepherd. Looked pretty cool. Decrepit, Audio Mech, Guild
Audio
Wars
Mech
2.
looks cool. I will say that. It
Audio
looks
Mech.
really hard, but I want to watch people play it.
Was Audio Mech? I forget. Was that the Kepler game?
Uh, that was the guy who made
Oh,
Audio Surf, and you can use your own music.
it's the Resogun looking game.
A
Or
little
not
bit, yeah.
Resogun. Yeah. But it's something like that, yeah. That oh yeah, that looked really cool. I think I agree where it's like it does look really hard, but I do love the idea of using my own music. Just throwing on like Master of Puppets or something.
Yeah, I think the
um
Giant Bomb guys were like, just put our podcast on and just play it, and that sounds
oh
chaotic,
god.
and I kind of love the idea of it.
It's just a bunch of dudes talking, hell yeah. Guild Wars 2, Escape from Duckov. I want to stop on here. Pragmata got a release date. I'm actually surprised this was in the pre-show, but we got a release date, April 24th, 2026. Also, got a demo, and also, Jack, got an amiibo, which is actually really cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
like the
wild.
amiibo. I said this in the chat of like, I'm not gonna buy this amiibo, but then like I'm gonna play the game, and this little girl's gonna make me cry, and I'm gonna want the amiibo after that.
I'll say this:
um,
like, are you concerned about Pragmata? Because it's like it's quite a short run up. It's been in development forever. It's only $60, which that's budget these days. And
yeah,
yeah,
that's so
it's
wild. That's budget.
I- I'm I'm looking forward to it. I 100% am. It's just a little bit like, huh,
I,
this is a weird one.
my thing is, Jack, I don't really have expectations for it being like this 10 out of 10 masterpiece or this crazy like incredible experience. I'm expecting like a really good Capcom game. And
Yeah,
like if I come out of it and I got a really good Capcom game, then I'm fine. I'm not really concerned. I think it will run fine, especially with how long it's taken. I'm curious how the narrative is gonna feel. That's like the big thing for me right now.
I will
But
say like Capcom next year they have Requiem in February. They have Monster Hunter Stories 3 in March. Pragmata in April, and then they still have obviously Onimusha. They still have.
Onimusha, oh my god, that has. I was surprised that didn't get a date here because with how much they've shown that game, I'm like, oh, that's definitely like an early next year game. But it seems like Pragmata is actually taking that slot.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, that's 100% going to be like maybe January game for them, and it was just like,
Yes, same.
never mind. And then
They
I
had
think that's
something
it.
else. I forgot.
Yeah, and then
Okami.
yeah, yeah,
uh,
maybe 2029.
Yeah, maybe. Did you see that tweet of the guy complaining about like I hate when Jeff hypes up stupid games like this? It was like the Okami announcement, And then the Okami Twitter account replied, "It's like, does this look better for you?" And it's just Amaterasu with a gun and a ball.
Yep,
It's like,
I
hell
want
yeah,
that as her. I want that as her weapon on her back in the sequel. It's gonna be great. That
yeah,
was a funny tweet. Even Jeff was just like laughing at it in the comments. It was just like, man, you are getting
so good.
clowned on, bro.
Exactly, phenomenal. But anyways, Pragmata. But I get your concerns, but I think this game's gonna be more than good enough. I need to play the demo. Actually, I'm gonna download it right now. That it's on my mind because from everything that I've heard of people that played that SGF demo, because I think it's the same demo, everyone's like, "Yo, this game is way more fun than you would expect."
Yeah, and again, I am genuinely really looking forward to it. So it's definitely probably going to be my April game because there isn't much else dated yet.
Yeah, for now. I mean, just wait. There's always something.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, I can never find demos on the PlayStation Store. It's always that thing where you look up the game and they never show the demo. It's like a separate SKU. I'll figure it out later. Anyways, Solasta 2, Tank Rat, Bradley the Badger. This one was very much a highlight for me. This was guy who left the Mario and Rabbids team. I forget his name.
David
Celesta
Soliani.
Soliani. Yep, that's it. Very talented developer. I've heard a lot of good things about those Mario plus Rabbids games. Had that really sweet moment at E3 where Miyamoto shouted him out. He started crying and awesome dude. Um, Bradley the Badger, this is like this 3D platformer where you can kind of mess around with like dev tools. Looks awesome. I'm always down for a new 3D platformer, especially from this guy. I only have one issue. You didn't need to start with Badgerborn. All right. Like we didn't need to start with the Bloodborne reference. I've suffered enough, okay? I don't need more Bloodborne references in all these games, but otherwise looks really, really awesome.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by it. I actually missed them saying his name at first, so watching the trailer, I was just like, hey, what is this? But then I rewatched it earlier today, and it's like, oh yeah, it does look a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I'm into it. Though I will say the Badger talks a lot, and I'm like, this better not be like a Bubsy or a Gex situation where he just doesn't shut up. I better be able to like shut him up at any time. Like that Bubsy
Uh,
4D game. Which by the way, Jack, I gotta say, 3D platformers kind of making a comeback. I'm feeling real good about it. I'm very happy. I'm a happy
that's the-
camper because this is my favorite
well,
genre.
now that
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say now that Demon Tides is dated for February as well, it's like, yeah, I think 2026 could be good. Now we just need a 3D Mario holiday next year, and it'll be perfect.
Hey, ask Bench about it. Apparently that's a thing.
It better be.
Oh my god, I would cry. But yeah, it seems like can't wait for this game. It looks really awesome. Interested in seeing more. It's 2026, you said, right?
I don't think he gave a date.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was. Dang. I mean, it's still like it's even then. It's probably 2027. Which hell yeah, I can wait. I also want to shout out. Thank you, Jack, for making this whole spreadsheet thing. It's very helpful.
Oh, that's okay.
Let's move into the main show, and they start with a pretty big one: Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic. Is a game directed by Casey Hudson. Very, very prolific game director. He was big instrumental into Star Wars KOTOR and then Mass Effect, then Anthem. We don't talk about it, but otherwise, very, very talented guy. Someone that we've been kind of wanting to see. His last project got canceled, but it seems like this is kind of where he moved on to next. Uh, Not much to say for myself because I'm not a Star Wars guy, but I can at least say it was a pretty neat CG trailer. But the game directed by Casey Hudson part is definitely the most exciting part of this. I'm excited to play it. Jason Schreier said it's at least 2030, and then Casey Hudson rebutted back and said, actually, no, it's going to be before 2030. I'm not getting any younger, kind of something like that. So, really, I mean, we'll see where this game actually eventually comes out. I do believe that it's before 2030. I think this is something that it's not going to be a massive, sprawling open world RPG that's going to take 6-7 years to make. I think this will be a shorter dev cycle than we're expecting. But how are you feeling about it? You're a big Star Wars guy, Jack.
Yeah, I confess I haven't played the KOTOR games. They've been at the top of my
Oh, well.
backlog forever. But FOTOR, I'm excited. I'm interested in it. I confess I didn't even think it was Star Wars for most of the trailer. Everyone was like, "Is it Star Wars? Is it not?" And I was like,
Yeah,
it
same.
won't be. It won't be." But no, I'm really interested. I am definitely on the. I think I'm on Schreier's side where I'm like, this is probably 2030. But just
I'm gonna be
because.
a different person, man. Like I don't know what I'm gonna be when in 2030.
Yeah, if it was an established studio, I'd believe it could be out before then. But by the time it takes you to build a studio, brand new talent and everything, for seeing who works together and who doesn't, it's these days I have no faith. So I'm looking forward to playing this when I'm an old man, and it'll be great.
Um, I guess it's one of those things where we just kind of accept that a lot of these dev cycles are longer. That's why I think it would be a big deal if they said it's like it's 2028. Like it's way sooner than you would think. Um, but again, who knows? These dev cycles seem to get longer and longer. I would like them to be shorter in the future. A lot of people were kind of mad. It's like, why are you even announce it now? They're establishing the studio. They don't want it to like leak all the over the place. I think this is a case where no, go ahead and announce it now. This is a big enough deal to where you want to just have that unicorn game.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, I think this was obviously they opened with the orchestra, which was fantastic. But then going into this, fantastic. It was an amazing
Mhm.
opener.
Moving into the this like kind of headline that popped up over the week, I thought this was a good space to slot this now. Star Wars KOTOR remake is in development at Madhead Games, Hellraiser Arrival, and Saber Interactive, according to legal documents via Stephen Totillo over at GameFile. Shinobi put up this little summary. Disney and Lucasfilm are also planning a full remake of KOTOR 2 with Obsidian's content included. This seems about right. I think right now KOTOR remake is like one of those things that it feels like it's in perpetual limbo, but it seems like with the news of this and Totillo kind of sniffing around, it's like no, this thing is still undergoing development, and they are going right into KOTOR 2. I wonder if this is a case of like because they're kind of simultaneous development, maybe we see them like one after another come out and then go into FOTOR. That'd be very, very exciting for fans of this franchise. I believe it comes out eventually. I really wonder what it's gonna be though. It's at the point now where I'm like, I wonder if they just basically do just 4K textures and like just new textures, but like the gameplay is the exact same.
Yeah, at this point, I'm expecting it to look pretty, but basically be that old game, just a bit tidier, which is probably fine. That's like I think Baldur's Gate 3 has shown that people can enjoy these kind of more strategy style games. Not strategy, but RPGs.
Yeah, turn-based RPGs. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Baldur's Gate 3, man, what a game. Uh, let's talk about next story was or next game. Battlefield Red Sec got a trailer. Soulframe founders John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, which I thought was supposed to come out this month, but I guess it got delayed. Um, and then we get into the big one, Divinity. This is Larian Studios' next game. They're going back to the Divinity franchise. It's not Original Sin 3. They said they weren't doing Original Sin 3, but they were kind of cheeky about it. They didn't say they weren't going back to Divinity. And we got this like nice CG trailer. They had like a big old stage presentation. This was what the statue monolith was. I love this trailer. I loved looking at it. I thought it was gross in the best ways. That's the type of shit I dig. I love dark fantasy crap, and I love Larry and their studio. I trust full heartedly. I adored Baldur's Gate 3. So if you're telling me it's like, hey, we're coming back with a brand new game in this franchise, Divinity. I haven't played a Divinity game, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. And check, there's rumors that this one's gonna be action. Oh my god. Listen, I like turn-based games. I enjoy them a lot. Some of my favorite games are turn-based, like Persona 5. I love Baldur's Gate 3, like I said. But dude, I'm always gonna like an action game more. And if you tell me this is an action RPG Divinity game, an action RPG Larian game, I'm not joking. That could genuinely be like a top 10 game of all time for me if done right. And the way they're hyping it up, this is seemingly going to be their biggest game yet. Sign me up. It's probably going to be a decent bit till we see it. I'm hoping maybe at the very least we get early access either sometime late 2026, maybe 2027. But just full faith in this studio. I'm so happy they did this reveal trailer. It was so gross, so cool. Can't wait. I'm in day one.
I was talking to Fusion about this, and if this hadn't leaked, this I think people would be looking at this game almost completely differently. They
Yeah.
would have. This would have been such a strong announcement, and like on its own, it was pretty cool.
It still was really cool despite the leak because like no one expected that trailer being as
Yeah,
crazy as it was.
I do have to ask: will this be on Stadia at launch, like Baldur's Gate 3?
That's true. That's true. Did that version ever come out, or was Stadia dead before it?
I think Stadia was dead before it. It was
That's
supposed to
so
be
funny.
a launch exclusive, apparently.
Oh, it's supposed to be exclusive? I thought it was just supposed to be a game on there. That's
Uh,
crazy.
the way that they worded it made it sound like it was a timed exclusive for Stadia and PC. So
Dude, that would mean Baldur's Gate 3 probably wouldn't have won Game of the Year because like nobody was using Stadia to play it.
possibly,
uh, but yeah, I mean, did you see how they put the leak of the trademark as their header on Twitter for Larian?
yeah, that's great.
Just, they're just so cool. I think that's a studio that's just fully gained my trust.
When do you expect this to come out? Like, I'm kind of thinking maybe early access 2027 and then full launch a couple of years later, but I don't know.
I want to believe that early access is 2026 because one thing about Larian, they like a long early access. They like
Yeah.
having their game in early access for a long time so that they can iron out everything. And the thing about their early access is they're basically full games. So like it will be like, here's the early access, and it's like 5 regions, 200 hours of gameplay and different possibilities. And there's like, hey, we're just doing a quick bug update, and the bug update will add another region with 50 more hours of gameplay. So it's like, damn, okay. We're basically going to get a Game of the Year contender with that early access. I want to believe it's 2026, like late 2026, like maybe like super late, like November, December, because I think they want to have as much time in early access as possible, and then eventually release 2029, which that's a long way away, but I'm willing to wait. This is a game I'm really excited for. I would dig it so hard if they were like, no, we want a shorter development cycle. It's 2027, 2028.
Yeah. I mean, 2028's possibly on the table. 5 years from
Mm-hmm.
Baldur's Gate 3, so
For
it's not
sure.
impossible.
Next is For Loop. This is that game that was literally just announced last week. Technically, the game that's J.J. Abrams and Sony, their cooperative Left 4 Dead style shooter. Sure. I don't know. I don't really feel anything with this trailer. I don't think it was bad. I'm down for a Helldivers like co-op shooter, but watching it again, I'm just like, this doesn't really get me excited at all.
What an awful name.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
seriously.
Like, what are we doing here? For Loop. I hate it. Apparently, it's actually a coding joke, but I don't care. It's a bad name.
Coders don't deserve humor. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bad name.
Yeah, I feel very little for this. It's just like, oh, it's another live service Sony game. Does it come out before Fair Games? That's the real question.
Dude, it does fair games come out? That's the even more real question.
It's true.
Dude, you saying the game fair games, I was just like, oh my god, that game still needs to get released. It hasn't even come out, and everyone hates it.
Listen,
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
great.
glad that Sony had such a big presence at this show with For Loop. This is the game everyone went into the show expecting from them. So,
Yeah,
perfect show.
fucking Shinobi going like Sony's got some stuff to show. No, they had four loop. Listen, all right, sure, I guess whatever.
The people
Uh,
yearn for For Loop.
Something kind of Sony adjacent though is Coven of the Chicken Foot. Foot. I don't know why I turned Scottish there. Coven of the Chicken Foot. This is Bruce Straley's next game. The co-director of Last of Us, co-director of Uncharted 4. Kind of someone that weirdly got forgotten about, sadly. That like Neil Druckmann took a lot of the praise for Uncharted 4 and Last of Us and Last of Us 2. When it's like Bruce Straley was right there too. And really, there was an interesting article the other day, interview with Polygon, Jack. I don't know if you read it, but like Bruce kind of went in on like why he left Naughty Dog and kind of some things that he was just frustrated about with the AAA gaming space and the workflow. And it seems like this is a showcase of like what he wanted to do, which is just a smaller, cuter indie game. And I'm really into it. I like the vibes. Uh, it's not like an immediate like, oh my god, give this to me now. But I'm like, yo, I'm down for this, and I will play whatever Bruce Straley makes.
So what you're saying is, in an alternate world, where Naughty Dog hadn't split off the multiplayer project, they could have had a side team working on this game and had actual fun games alongside their serious ones.
Hey, it didn't say. Hey. I mean, you said it, not me. That's all I'll say. uh, but really, really cool. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Next was Ontos. Which one was this? I forget. Do you remember?
This was the ones made by the people who did Soma.
Oh yes, okay, yes. I'm so in on this. I love Soma. Soma's an incredible horror game. And you tell me it's like from the creators of Soma. Boom, I'm totally in. Really digging the aesthetic of this one. Yeah, that's one on my list for sure. 2026. It's been 10 years since Soma, so like, there's a lot of big things to fill, but I trust them. I think they're gonna make a banger horror game.
Yep.
Uh, Zenless Zone Zero, 2XKO, and then we get Resident Evil Requiem. This is the Leon reveal. Jack, I'll ask you. There's been a lot of split. Do you think they should have revealed Leon, or should have waited until the game comes out? Because my thing is, he was gonna get leaked. He was already leaked, so it's at the
Yeah.
point where it's like, nah, just do a trailer with him. I want to get excited for this game again, and Leon's the way to get me excited.
Yeah, it was very predictable, and like you say, it had already leaked. Even Jeff Keighley made a joke on the stage. Yep, everyone already knows he's in the game, so what are we doing here? But you know what? As someone who like is kind of sick of seeing this game, I thought this was a good trailer. Seeing him with the chainsaw was fantastic.
100% agree. Yeah, this is a very, very good trailer. I'm like you. I was never really that excited for looking at more of this game, but this was the one that got me way more interested, way more sold. Leon has a fucking chainsaw, dude. I'm in. I'm so in. I was already in because I love Resident Evil and couldn't wait for this. But I feel like the trailers have always been like, oh, Grace is scared. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I like the horror Resident Evils, but this one looks like a vibe that I'm just not into nearly as much as RE7 and RE8. Well, not RE8. I didn't like RE8. It's like, I was like, okay. I feel like after the last horror, like really horror Resident Evil, being RE8, and I was just not into that at all. I'm a little worried about this. But seeing Leon kick ass, I'm like, okay, we're back. We're so back.
So, do you
Uh,
think? So we speculated on this when it was revealed that they had two modes in their game. But do you think the default is Grace as first person and Leon in third?
I think, yeah, that makes sense for the default. I do think it's possible to play in both modes.
Yeah, they did say that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's very much a case where Leon's your big third person, classic RE2 remake style combat, and then Grace is your RE7 style, which I think that's a good split.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Order of the Sinking Star was next.
That's
Then we
the
got
Jonathan Blow game, the one that
that's the
first
Jonathan
game
Blow.
in him in 10 years, and you and Fusion believed, and bless your hearts.
I thought it was Playdead. I really did. Because he said indie game that hasn't had a game in 10 years. And I'm like, oh my God, is my favorite, or my fucking boy's going to come in and save the day. Well, not save the day. It was a good show up to this point, but like really get me hyped up. And it's Jonathan Blow, which like I played Braid, I played The Witness. They're good. They're good games. They're not mind blowing. I never understood why everyone's like, this guy knows how to make experiences more than anyone else. No, he doesn't. He makes solid puzzle games, guys. Like they're not like these crazy masterpieces. They're okay. They're good. And also, I don't usually care about this at all, and I don't really care about it in general. But like, he is kind of annoying. He's one of those
He's
guys
a
where it's like,
scumbag.
oh my
Yeah.
God, bro, we gotta take away your Twitter account, bro. Like just stop tweeting. It's okay. But the
Yeah,
game
he's
itself, I
awful.
mean, like, I like puzzle games a lot. They're one of my favorite genres. It looks fine. This is one I pick up on a PlayStation sale. I'll say that.
This is one that might even
Um,
launch into PlayStation Plus. It has that vibe.
yeah, really. Next is Exodus. This is a game that Moon, Bench, and Fusion are really excited for, and I always clown on. But Jack, this trailer, I still am gonna clown on. I'm still not into this game. I don't know. I think it's a me thing at this point. I understand people are really into it, so I'm not gonna poo poo it. I'm not gonna clown it. Just for me personally, it just doesn't do much. It kind of just looks like a Timu Mass Effect, and I'm like, I'd rather just like a Mass Effect. That game by Owlcat Studios, they're doing like I forget what the franchise is. That looks way more like Mass Effect and way more of the vibe that I'm into. But people are excited for this. I'm interested to see what it does. Maybe I'm surprised. I was like, wait, I'm really into this eventually. But early
Yeah.
2027 is pretty late.
Yeah, it sounds like everyone in the Discord saying that it was absolutely going to hit 2026 until a certain game was delayed. So we'll see.
I do wonder maybe if GTA 6 didn't get delayed, Exodus would have hit that like late 2026. I don't know. I feel like that's separate. I think they could have had the space to like maybe they release in October.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah. Then we get Warlock, Screamer. I don't remember either of those. I think I could just skip them. And then we get Control, Resonant.
So I want to say this now. I think this game, if this had ended the show, it would have been fantastic.
Yep,
Especially that
100%.
2026 stinger at the end, where
Dude,
no
I
one
did not.
expected that.
Dude, I love this game. I'm telling you, there's already a top 5 for next year. I'm just saying now. Everything I saw here, Jack, I'll be honest. It's like I always think to myself, I'm like, was Control that good? And then I watch this trailer, I'm like, dude, Control is that good. And like, I'm getting a sequel to Control, and it looks this good, and it's coming out this soon, and it's melee combat. Oh, dude. And the fact that they're going so Inception style with like the moving buildings and kind of like the diorama esque vibe to it. I'm so in 100%. I wasn't huge on Alan Wake 2, so I'm hoping like this one's like, okay, give me that gameplay. That's the thing I really want, and I think this is that game.
Yeah, I'm not a Control guy. I'm not a Remedy guy really. I haven't played any of them. So, and Alan Wake 2 wasn't really doing much to sell me apart from the music. But this trailer, where as soon as he got the weapons and the massive hammer, and then basically turned into a character action game. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I am in. I love the way this looks. So this might be the start of my Remedy arc. I'm not sure yet, but man, it looks so fun.
yeah. No, I mean, I'm very happy for Fusion was completely like, man, there's no games for me at the end. I'm like, bitch, you got Control too, okay? uh, it looks phenomenal, man. I am shocked by how into it I was. I was expecting to watch trailer. I'm like, okay, that looks good. I can't wait to play it. But now I'm like, oh my god, just like literally give it to me right now. I want to play this. So yeah, shout outs. Can't wait. Next up was Gang of Dragon. This was Nagoshi Studios game.
Yeah.
I'll say this now. Bad name. Kind of a.
Oh, it's awful.
It's a. I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me. It's one of those things. Looking at it on the list, it's like you compare it to Exodus, Control, Resident, Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, and the Gang of Dragon. It's like that sounds like one of those gotcha game names at that point. Otherwise, though, I mean, trailer was sick. It is funny. It's that thing, Jack. We always joke about of prolific game developer leaves studio because it's like I'm tired of working on this franchise, and then proceeds to work on basically another game in that franchise. And this is Nagoshi, who is a very big Yakuza person, left the studio to work on another Yakuza game, which tells me maybe there was a lot more disagreements behind the scenes between him and Sega than I think we initially expected.
Either that or just NetEase gave him a big bag of cash.
It's a big bag, yep. Or was it Tencent? I forget. Which one
it
is
was
this?
NetEase. He's owned by
Oh,
NetEase.
got it.
This is one of the ones that apparently NetEase has cut funding for the marketing for, so they just want it to make its money back without being properly marketed. So I don't know if they paid for this trailer or whether Keighley was just like, oh no, that'd be cool. I'll have that.
Yeah, this seems like one of those things Keighley was like, he talked to Nagoshi about, and he's like, yeah, I can allow you in a trailer. It looks amazing. I'm really, really interested in it. I really hope it's not a beat 'em up style game. That's like my one hope. I hope it's more character action than beat 'em up, because that's always my hang up with like the older style of Yakuza. Is I just don't like beat 'em ups, and I never really liked the way those like even Yakuza 0 felt. But if you give me like maybe like more character action or just a more deep combat system, I'm so in. And he drove a car at one point. It makes me think I can drive a car in this game, and I'm allowed to get out of the car. So 0.1 for this game and 0.0 for Forza. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, best racing next year is going to be between this and Horizon 6, and like, I think this might win.
You could get out of the car in this one.
This isn't going to be out next year, but you know, still.
Dude, I was thinking about this the other day. This is so random, but like I was thinking about if Forza Horizon 6 lets you get out of the car, Bob has to apologize to me live on the podcast. Because it's like even they know that getting out of the car is a cool thing in a racing game. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
You say that until the character is the most interesting thing in the world, and you're just like,
I
oh,
don't.
I
Dude,
wish you'd stayed in the car.
I want to get out of the car. That's all, though. That's all I care about. Anyways, though, let's get into our next one, which was the Street Fighter movie trailer. Now, listen, I'm not a big fan of the movie trailers at these shows. This was a movie I was really interested in seeing what it looked like, and like it's more of a teaser, if anything. Here's the thing, Jack. This movie's not going to be good, but that's why I'm excited. This looks like a Minecraft movie vibe where it's like we're gonna go to the theaters, we're gonna laugh at how insane and dumb it is, and then we're gonna walk out like just start quoting random shit throughout the movie. I'm excited for it just for the pure insanity. It looks a lot more like the '90s Street Fighter movie in terms of like the vibe, and it was cool that they got most of the cast to come out on stage too to present an award. Even not 50 Cent, which is funny. I love to imagine 50 Cent's like, no, I'm not going to the Game Awards. What? Ew. But everyone else coming out, Jason Momoa, pretty cool vibe overall. I think it's going to be a fun movie. I don't think it's going to be a good movie, but like, it's Street Fighter. No one's watching Street Fighter for the story or playing Street Fighter for the story.
Yeah, I have no opinion on this. I hope there's a Street Fighter the movie, the game too.
Yo, shout outs, dude. What a fucking shout out. That game was funny. Where they had like the Mortal Kombat like character animations. I love that game.
Yep.
Moving into our next game, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Let's fucking go.
I mean,
We
it
are
looks pretty
feasting. Look, this is why GTA moved. They saw the release
sick.
date
Okay,
and they were
cool
like,
down, cool down,
we
cool down.
no, they saw it and they thought we can't compete. We cannot do it.
See, Jack, let me be excited with you. Don't make me have to go against Lego Batman.
That's gonna be your hater arc next year. Just Lego Batman, can't stand it.
No, but dude, it looks sick. It looks like they're
Yeah.
very much adopting even like the Arkham games. They even show like I think at one point Arkham Asylum's opening, which hell yeah, I love the Arkham games, Arkham Asylum and City especially. Not Night. Night sucks, but otherwise really really good franchise of games. And I just love Batman. I'm in a Batman mood, so hell yeah, I'm down for a new Lego Batman.
Yeah, and the Lego games are great. This is so much fun. So yeah, I'm fully in on this.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion's next, Rust Mobile, Paper Trail, and then we get a Tomb Raider double header. Tomb Raider Catalyst and Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. First of all, really awesome that they're making two Tomb Raiders at the same time, and they show a trailer for both. But Catalyst seems to be the next like big Tomb Raider from Crystal Dynamics proper, the reboot team. Um, and then Legacy of Atlantis is also Crystal Dynamics, but they're working with I think it's called Flying Hog, and this is more of
Yes.
a remake of one. I am
Yeah.
so in. I cannot wait for this. I love how it seems to be going to a much more campier vibe. That's my issue with the new Tomb Raider reboots. They're too serious. I feel like they take themselves a little too serious. They were that thing of like trying to be like a grittier Uncharted, and it just never really worked for me. I like how this, at least with these two games, they look much more campy, much more goofy, much more proud of like what the heritage of the Tomb Raider franchise is. I mean, we got a fucking dinosaur, which is like hell yes, you guys understand how silly this game is supposed to be. Um, and also, dude, Laura Croft is so fucking hot, dude. I'm sorry, like I'm a straight guy. I gotta say it, dude. She's hot, and I think if you think she's ugly, you're really. I don't know what you're talking about anymore. Because and also, I mean, Amazon knows what they're doing because they said it's like, what was it? Pre-order the game and you get the swimsuit skin. And it's like, oh, they know what they're doing.
I thought her model looked a bit uncanny, but that's just me. I thought the game looked very pretty, but I don't know. I saw her do the handstand though, and I was just like, oh, we are so fucking back.
We're so
This is what we
fucking back.
needed. Yep. But
It needs to be
no,
goofy.
yeah, I obviously this was announced that Tomb Raider would be there, and then I saw the leak for the first game, and I was like, oh, that's disappointing. After all this time, we're getting a remake of a game that's already been remade and then remastered, and the remaster will probably get remade as. But no, seeing the double feature was just like, oh no, this is cool. So they'll probably have, because obviously they're making a movie or a show, I can't remember. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether
I think
that
it's a
launched
movie.
alongside one. Yeah, it probably launched alongside one of these. I don't know which one, but no, it's super cool to see, and like you said, Catalyst is supposed to be like the follow-up to Underworld from like 2008, so they're actually continuing that story. So
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love how they're going back to that, and it's like nothing against the like no shade to the reboot trilogy at all, but it is like I like how this one truly is embracing the campiness of the Tomb Raider franchise, and they have like kind of like Lara Croft's old design and everything. It's like I appreciate that. I think that's just respect to the heritage, and even if those like reboot games are still really good,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
and I do think I think it's kind of perfect. It's like, yeah, reveal a remake alongside your new game. Like that's kind of like the best case scenario. And it seems like the remake is more of like an RE2 style. Like, no, this is like a reimagining almost of like really going in there and going crazy with it, which I think is very fun. Because hey, if you want to play the original Tomb Raider, it's right there. It's awesome. Then we get the Force 3. I don't think either of us have anything to say. Shout outs. Invincible versus. I was annoyed by this because they showed a character that we haven't met in the show yet, and I'm like, why would you spoil that? Like, I assume it's gonna be in season 4, but like, come on, I didn't need to see her.
I'll take your word for
Orbitals.
it.
This was. Oh, sorry. Good.
No, I was just saying I'll take your word for it. I don't know.
Oh yeah. And then Orbitals. This is the Switch 2 game, correct? Exclusive.
Yes, this was
The anime art
it
style.
yeah, the here's like
Yeah, looks awesome. I love it. I love an anime art style, especially like that '80s anime art style specifically. And I'm so happy that like Hazelight has gotten enough clout that they effectively created their own like genre of games of like these cooperative games, kind of making a big comeback, which is really cool. I'm into this very heavily. Um, and then we got Wuthering Waves, the winner of Player's Choice, Metroid Prime 4, Animo, Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred, just a whole ass new expansion. They had a whole stage presence. I'm like, what the hell is this? um,
yeah,
Double O
Microsoft
Seven
money.
First, yeah, really. 007 First Light, we got a new trailer for it. They showed off a musician is the one of the villains in that game, which no diss to him. I haven't heard of him before, but he seems cool, so that's cool.
Was it
Lords of the
Lenny
Fallen,
Kravitz?
Lenny Kravitz. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
you'll know a couple of his songs.
Oh, really? Maybe I'm just like being mean. I don't know. I forget. I forget people's names all the time. Um. Seven Deadly Sins Origin, Lords of the Fallen 2. Sarah's got a new trailer and a new date. They kind of quietly delayed this one. April
Yeah,
30th. Game still looks
when
awesome. Oh,
when was
sorry.
the last time that someone came on the stage at the Game Awards and gave bad news? They were like, yeah, we're just like, oh, it's just sneaky about a new date. Don't mind us. We're just pushing back because we can now.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense though. I mean, like it was releasing the same day as Crimson Desert. And I'm like, we don't need that smoke. Let's just we could get an extra month of polish.
Yeah,
And then we got No Law, which was kind of this game. It was made by the
Neon
Ascent.
Giant. Yeah,
Yeah, Neon Giant. I forget what their other game was called. I don't think it was the Ascent. It was
it
something else.
was.
I
It
think.
was the Ascent.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah, which I heard good things about. This is like a cyberpunk looking kind of first person game. I'm into it. It has a cool vibe to me, but depends on how other. I want to see more. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Devil May Cry season 2. We got an awesome performance by Evanescence, which hell yeah, I fucking love Evanescence.
Yeah, it was great.
Um, so good. And then Where Winds Meet, The Imperial Palace, Phasmophobia coming to Switch 2, Hitman World of Assassination, New Person to Kill, Total War Warhammer 40K. This was the new Total War game. A lot of people were thinking it was going to be Total War Star Wars. It's just Total
Yeah,
War Warhammer, which this is okay. This is a really personal thing. It should have been called Total Warhammer. Okay, that's just me.
yeah, yeah. It,
By the way, it looks really cool. If I was into RTS games, I'd be like, hell fucking yeah. It's just not my thing, but it looks cool.
yeah. I'm sure it'll be great.
And then Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thieves. We were talking about this, Jack, because you picked this on your Fantasy Critic. You were just a year too early, man. But
Yeah,
yeah, looks really cool. Ace Combat, a very interesting franchise. Not one I have played. I played 4 on a PS2 a little bit as a kid, but that's about it. My friend fucking loves Ace Combat, so I immediately texted him and was like, yo, you got a new Ace Combat. He was freaking out. Um, yeah, but not much to say. It's actually a really cool trailer, though. It's always that thing with Ace Combat. I'm always surprised. It's like, damn, there's a lot of story here. Like, way more than I would have expected.
yeah. What's interesting about 8 is it's the first one made by this new spin-off studio that Bandai Namco's made because they always had like a little team for Ace Combat, but they've actually formed
Okay.
a full new studio with Ilka of all people.
Oh, yeah. I
So
forgot about that.
So this is the first one made by them. So I don't know if that's a sign of things where it's going to be like a lot faster turnarounds going forward, or maybe they'll go back to having like a new game and a million spin-offs in between. So I'm quite intrigued in how this one turns out.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm really interested in that. It probably seems like a middle of the year next year, which that seems like a great summer title.
Absolutely.
Can we get Star Wars Galactic Racer?
Let's fucking go.
Hell
Sebulba is
yeah.
back. This is what we needed in life. This is I unironically so excited for this. This is
Dude, I saw everyone freaking out over what was it, Sebulba, as you said,
yep.
and it just reminded me of that tweet. It's like, bro, Star Wars fans will be like, "Holy shit, it's Glup Shido."
No, Sebulba deserves all the respect in the world. He's
I
the
respect it. He
greatest.
looks cool. I like him.
But no, I've genuinely popped off for this. It's like Star Wars Episode One Pod Racer is just back in 2026. This is all I could have
That's
wanted.
so cool. Yeah. Do you think?
But
Wait, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just going to mention the yearly Star Wars games going forward because it's
Yeah,
like
it's pretty
we've got
crazy.
Zero Company and Galactic Racer next year. I think Jedi 3 is 2027, and
Yeah, I
then
think I
after
did
that
too.
it's like maybe KOTOR's 2028, and then
Yeah,
maybe PHOTOR's 2029.
we're
There's a lot.
pretty insane. It seems like we're getting a big cadence of Star Wars fans or Star Wars games. Which, hey, man, Star Wars fans in the movie and TV side, they haven't been doing too hot lately. So I think the games, at least, you guys are doing very well.
Yeah.
Um, do you think, Jack, unironically, do you think you'll be able to get out of the pod racer?
No.
Ah, all interest gone. No, I'm kidding. It seems
I,
cool though. I'm interested.
Yeah, apparently Secret Mode's publishing this, which they're the ones who were like part of Sumo Digital, the publishing side. So to my knowledge, they were a pretty small publisher. So, but this looks like a AAA game, so I'm interested in when they went independent, maybe they just, I don't know, got some bigger games. So this might be
Probably a
one to
big
look out for.
that Disney checkbook probably came in clutch for this one. I'd
Yeah,
say.
yeah. So I'm definitely intrigued.
Yeah, no, looks cool. Next is Out of Words, The Wind Awakening, Arknight's Endfield, but then Phantom Blade Zero, 2 in a row for me here, 3 in a row technically. Phantom Blade Zero got a release date. Every time I see this game, my hype just springs all the way up again. I love Souls likes, as you know, but I'll be honest, Jack. Lately, the non FromSoft Souls likes have been like really starting to blend together in a big way for me. Where I'm like, I'm just not as into this anymore. I'll only play the FromSoft ones now. And then I see something like this, I'm like, never mind, I'm back. And this one seems a lot less Souls like. It seems way more like a classic character action game, which is very exciting. Farther away than I'd prefer. September 9th, that's a decent ways away, but either way, cannot fucking wait. That's just every trailer for that game. I'm like, yep, more excited than I was the last trailer.
Yeah, I'll admit this was the first trailer where I was just like, hey, maybe this game is real. It looked pretty cool.
It
So
looks really cool. There's like a drunken swordsman at like the later half of the trailer, and I'm like, oh my god, they're just so good over there. I love them.
yeah, the movement in this game does look phenomenal. So I'm keeping an eye on it from a distance.
Mm-hmm. We'll get you to play Demon Souls or any Souls game one of these days. For the love of
One
God,
day.
Jack. Jack,
Yeah,
what
one day.
other games are you playing? What other games are you playing? Control, probably. Actually, go play Control over the weekend or the winter break. Actually, go do that.
I have so many games. I've got to catch up on 2025 stuff. Blame the Soggies.
Blame the Soggies. Yeah, I'm with you there. Listen, if the Soggies didn't exist, I would have just been replaying like Jack and Dexter again. So yeah, fair enough. uh, then we get to the announcement of the show. At least for me, Mega Man Dual Override. They did a big ass stage presentation. They had the orchestra. We're so fucking back. Here's the thing, Jack. Mega Man is one of my all-time favorite franchises. I feel like I don't get to talk about it enough because it doesn't exist. So the fact that we got a new Mega Man game in the year of our Lord 2027, yeah, it's far away. I'm so ready for it. I was surprised by the amount of people who were like, "Oh, it looks just like 11." First and foremost, this looks a lot better than 11. I think people actually forgot how bad 11 looked. But even outside of that, I just want a new Mega Man game. And I get a lot of people are saying this thing of like, oh, but they're just going to do effectively a Mega Man 12. Like they need to do something new for the franchise. It's like, no, right now we just need a new Mega Man game. We just need a new, in any way, Mega Man game. We can get X later. We can get Star Force or Battle Network, any of these other Mega Man franchises eventually. I'm down for that. But I think right now, what's important for the franchise is to just get that traditional Mega Man ideas back. You know, add some new things. They clearly showed off like some new things with the armor system. I think that's what this franchise needs right now, and I think right now I look at it, I'm like, this is all I want. It's just a new Mega Man game. And I'm the biggest 2.5D hater in the world. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's a good art style. And at the end of the day, all that matters to me is just playing as the Blue Bomber and shooting some Robot Masters, getting their powers. And that's what I'm getting with this. Don't really understand the criticisms. Don't understand the deflation of hype that people keep talking about. I'm like, nope, this looks more than good enough for me.
Yeah, the orchestral reveal was just phenomenal. The second that
So,
like I didn't get the theme at first, and then as soon as it like picked up just before the doors opened, so good.
Dr. Wily
But
Castle, man.
I mean, if Capcom wants to do that every year, like they did Okami last year, they did Mega Man this year, if they
Yes.
just want to keep doing that, that's fine with me.
Dino
That's
Crisis
amazing.
next, man. Believe.
No one knows the music from Dino Crisis, but no, this is John Cartwright on Blue Sky said something very uncomfortable to me, and he said the gap between Mega Man 11 and 12 is going to be longer than the gap between 10 and 11, and I am not a fan of that because like Mega Man 11, yes, it feels like forever ago, but it doesn't feel that forever ago. Nope, it was 2018. That is insane. So yeah, this is long overdue.
And like this is my thing, Jack. I'm fine with Mega Man games being cheap. And like that may sound aggressive cheap, but like I wish after 11 they were like, hey guys, we're greenlighting Mega Man 12. It's coming out in 2 years. Because I want them to say just accept that this franchise is not a 5 to 10 million seller. Obviously, I want them to say we sold 2 million copies, we made our money back, and then some on profit, and the IP is gaining more and more notoriety. Like, and that's what I hope this game is. Is this will do well, more than well enough. It will probably be the best-selling Mega Man game, which isn't a very big thing to cross. And it's like, hey, we're greenlighting an X. We're greenlighting a 3D Mega Man game. We're getting the franchise back into a space where you're getting a new Mega Man game every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, and based on what they were saying, like, what was it, this week or last week? Like, they want Mega Man to be one of their franchises again. They want to invest in it and make it bigger. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Right there with you. By far my announcement of the show. I was freaking out the whole time. I couldn't believe, like, oh my god, Mega Man is back. I never get one of my like S plus tier franchises, Jack. Like I never get like the big like a Bloodborne, Mega Man, a Jack and Daxter, where it's like I accept these franchises are dead, whatever. The fact that Mega Man came back, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, this was fantastic.
Then we get the Super Mario Galaxy movie. We get a trailer. Kind of a lame trailer, I'll be honest. It was just a little bit more of like kind of what we saw with the Bowser Jr. section. It still looks fun, still looks like a novel movie, but otherwise, it's not much else to say.
Yeah, I felt very little.
Yeah, it was like a 10-second snippet, basically. Then we get Neo 3, got a new trailer. Cool. Interested in that. Solo Leveling, Arise Overdrive, sure.
That's a hell of a name.
Then,
I was like typing it and I was like, have I got something wrong here? What is his name?
And then finally, we're ending the show with High Guard from the makers of Apex Legends and Titanfall. Future was pointing this out, and it's like, oh my god, I didn't even think about this. Jeff has mentioned Titanfall like at every Game Awards for like the last couple years, to the point where it's like, okay, you're just fucking with us now because it's clear they're never making another Titanfall, and now it's like from the makers of Apex and Titanfall, it looks way more like it's Apex than it's Titanfall. I'll just say that right now, and I like Apex Legends. This looks 10 times worse than Apex Legends. It looks like a very mediocre, what's it called, free to play shooter. I don't know how you end the show on this. I have to imagine they paid the bag in a big way to say, hey, let us be the last game announced. And they say, like, oh, it's coming out soon, January 26th. I don't want to say dead on arrival. I don't want to be mean, but I don't think this is going to do very well.
No, and look, I get what Jeff was trying to do. Like, he was trying to switch things up. It was like, oh no, we're gonna have something that isn't years away at the end. But it's like this just felt like a Summer Game Fest closer, not a Game Awards. But like I say, I think if you put this in the middle of the show, sure, whatever, we'd have all forgotten about it, so who cares? But yeah, as a closer, I think it is getting a lot of heat just because of that. and hopefully it does well. I obviously hope it does well, but I don't know. It's coming in January, I suppose, so it's not like there's much else to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're right there with you. Um, it is that thing of like if it ended with Control Resonant, I think man, a lot of people would have been a lot happier with the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that was all the announcements. We spent a good time on that. I again going through it, it's like, damn, I noticed there was a lot of stuff I'm really excited for. Really excited for Gang of Dragon. Really excited for Mega Man, obviously. I'm excited for the Orbitals. No, wait, was that the game I was excited for? I'm so bad with names. I think it was Orbitals, the anime
Yeah,
RSL
it was.
game. I'm excited for what was it? Phantom Blade Zero. Still looks amazing. Super excited for Divinity. Interested in that Star Wars game. I got a lot out of this. How about you, Jake?
Yeah, I got a fair few things. There was both the Star Wars games looked a lot really good to me. Pragmata. Uh, there was a couple of other smaller things, like obviously Mega Man looks fantastic. So yeah, I was definitely happy with it.
Yeah, it just we got to work on the pacing. We got to space out the gotcha games a bit better because it gets to a point where it really starts to drag at points in the show.
Yeah.
It's always a problem with Game Awards. There's just so much.
Hey, that orchestra though, phenomenal, generational,
The
fantastic.
orchestra's the best part of the show, man. I just God, they're the best.
I just
Um,
yeah,
sorry,
opening
go.
with KCD2 as well. Like I wasn't expecting that, and it was just like, oh, that's such a good start. And then
Dude, that
yeah,
song is really
fantastic.
good. That was like, man, I gotta be excited to play some KCD too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's move into our next story, Jack. There was one publisher that was kind of missing, and that was Xbox. Globro puts up this tweet. This actually was a little bit earlier, the date of the Game Awards. Xbox Dev Direct for January 2026 confirmed. Quote, we got a lot of stuff that we're shipping next year. I will tell you that Playground Games is going to be in the Dev Direct, but we'll have more stuff next year to ship than we can fit into one show. That was Phil Spencer saying that. Sounds about right. I think you and me are a bit like anti Xbox at the moment. We're just not really in the mood for that. But
Yeah,
I mean, I still really enjoy the developer directs, and I think, listen, you show me Fable. I want gameplay of Fable. I want actual like gameplay, uncut. I don't want like you to. I don't know how you feel about it, Jack. I feel like every showing of Fable, it's like we're not supposed to see it. Like it's like someone that leaked the game every time they show the gameplay. It's like, guys, just show like a couple minutes of uninterrupted gameplay. I want to know what we're going into. But yeah, otherwise, a lot of my hype for Fable kind of fizzled out due to just how long it's been and how weirdly it's been shown. I hope this kind of reinvigorates me. And you have to assume it's like next year's pretty big for Xbox. You have to assume Gears of War will probably be one of them. Maybe Halo campaign evolved. They got a lot of stuff to show. And how are you feeling about the Dev Direct?
um, I wouldn't be surprised if something like Gears isn't shown, because I wonder if that's like the post showcase game, because that's probably their big game next year. But then, like, obviously, I assume something gets delayed because it always does. It always every single year their holiday game gets delayed. Uh, I wonder if Fable is out like within the next 6 months, because like to me, it's been delayed that many times. In theory, it was supposed to be 2023. Then they announced 2025, and then they delayed it, and it's like, could it hit spring? Could it maybe be out like over the spring? I don't know. Obviously, I do want to see it because I am interested, even though I'm kind of got the ick around Xbox at the moment. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, maybe we see Fable, maybe we see Forza, maybe we get two playground games in it.
That'd be very funny. It's like, all right, we're gonna go from playground games to playground games again.
Yeah, and then I can't remember what the other games that was that were that I was thinking could be that. I mean,
Three, but that feels like it's in development hell.
yeah. So obviously we've got the obvious ones like Halo and Gears, but maybe Halo's in it. I don't know. Um,
I
and then
I,
like,
I think
go on.
yeah, Forza. I was thinking about this because like it seems like Fable's early next year. Do you think Forza's gonna be their holiday game then?
Possibly. For like me personally, I'm like, hey, Forza is one I would hold back for the next generation because racing games always look cool on new hardware. But I also could see the same argument for Halo, but to launch it with a new hardware. So one of those two. Maybe Forza hits holiday next year though. Like if they have like Gears in September maybe, and then Forza in like late October, early November. I think that could be pretty good.
You know what they could also have is Call of Duty be one of the games.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's the secret
which
game.
oh, that's what we're all hoping for. We hope it closes the showcase again.
Yeah.
There
I
is
think-
also obviously like, sorry, go on.
Oh no, you go ahead. Actually.
No, I was going to mention there is obviously like Clockwork Revolution. That
Oh, dude, I'd
could
kill
be.
if that was there. Oh my god.
Yeah, like me personally, I don't think it's next year, but I know a lot of people in the Discord do, so maybe that hits. I'm sure they have some surprises. They did this year. They had a lot of games this year, and I'm sure that they will have a lot of games next year.
For sure. I'm really excited for it. I'm really hoping, Jack. Maybe this is hopium. I hope the secret game is Toys for Bob. I want to see my boy Spyro. All right. I'm not getting greedy. I think it's time for Toys for Bob to show themselves. They've been working on this game for a while. I have to imagine they're ready to show it off. I think at least sometime next year. Can you believe with me?
Possibly, maybe the Xbox
Oh.
Game Showcase.
Oh my god. He said possibly and not no. Wait, maybe there is a chance. Hang on.
They have to show it eventually. Like their last game was 2023, and that was Crash Team Rumble. Surely they want to get that stank off them.
That wasn't Toys for Bob. That was Beanox.
Nah, I think it was Toys for Bob.
No, Crash Team Rumble?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show you.
Crash Team Racing was Beanox.
Yeah, that well, Beanox also did Rumble. Hang on. It is Toys for Bob. Okay. You got me. All right.
You really listen to too much Jeff Grubb. He keeps saying Beanox every time he talks about Crash Team Rumble, and I'm like, you're wrong, but
Yeah, maybe
I'll let you speak.
Dude, that's so crazy. Why did they do that? I hate you. I hate you, Xbox. I thought for sure that was Beanox. What the fuck is Beanox working on then? Wait.
They haven't made a game since the Crash Team Rumble. They've only done, I think they did the PC ports of every Call of Duty, so that shows where they are.
Hey man, you want to know what Beanox is working on since Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Warzone, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Call of Duty Vanguard, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Warzone 2.0, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. What a great franchise. What an awesome franchise.
This is why I don't believe the rumors about Crash Team Racing, a new one, because I'm just like, are they going to take them out of the Call of Duty minds? I don't know.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I hope, man. I hate how my favorite fucking like one of my favorite franchises, Crash and Spyro, my two guys, are both owned by my least favorite company, Activision, who is also owned by my other least favorite company, Microsoft. It's not been good for me, man. Those are the only two IP I care about from Microsoft. So I'm like, fuck. Take them on back. I want them back. Give them to Sony. I don't know. They're probably not gonna do shit with them, but at least there's not hope.
Yeah, I don't know about Sony, but someone else.
Nintendo. Why not? Whatever. I don't know. None of these guys work. I don't like any of them. I hate gaming. Capcom. Let Capcom have them. They'll do something.
You might be cooking there, actually.
Yeah. Next story here, Jason Schreier. This is a quick one. Earlier this year, I broke the news that Take-Two was close to rescuing Xbox's Perfect Dark, but the deal fell apart. Now, a new development. Take-Two has hired Perfect Dark studio head Daryl Gallagher and director Brian Horton to start a brand new studio within Take-Two, or 2K. Hey, great news. It seems like Take-Two really respect. Okay, but maybe not really respected, but it seems like they were interested in the pitch of what that studio and like these developers can do. So maybe this can lead to something interesting. I still think that Perfect Dark cancellation was one of the most insane things that happened in gaming for a while. So I do hope that whatever these guys work on is something as interesting as what we saw from Perfect Dark.
Yeah, if everything's to be believed, which has been reported, which I do tend to trust Raya, it's like, if it's true that Take-Two was so close to buying it, but the only thing that was holding it up was the fact that Microsoft wouldn't sell them the Perfect Dark IP, that is insane.
Like, so insane. What are you going to do with that IP?
And it's just, so obviously they were impressed if they're hiring these guys. I will say, I don't know if a game ever comes out of this studio because, game development.
AAA game
But,
development, yep.
I I wonder if it is just like Perfect Dark, but with a different IP at this point. Like they're just like, yeah, just slightly imperfect Dark.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, whatever it is, we do get to see it, and hopefully, it makes
Absolutely.
sense.
Yeah.
I was interested in Perfect Dark. That game looked cool.
Yeah.
Let's move into our next story. Katsuhiro Harada leaves Bandai Namco. Put out a massive tweet. I'm just going to read the first paragraph. I'd like to share that I'll be leaving Bandai Namco at the end of 2025, with the Tekken series reaching its 30th anniversary, an important milestone for a project I've devoted much of my life to. I felt this was the most fitting moment to bring one chapter to a close. This seems like very much a hey, I've been working on this one franchise for 30 years. I want to do something new, uh, which makes sense. Harada, very, very talented developer. I think he's an absolute legend in the gaming industry. So I am so ready to follow whatever he makes next, whatever it's a fighting game or whether he makes something completely different. I'm very interested. And he's just going to feel weird for Tekken specifically. Because it feels like right now Tekken's in a pretty bad space, actually. Right now, like the way the balance is, and a lot of the community is kind of turned on the game in a big way. But it seems like Harada wants to leave. He thinks it's time to go, which is gonna sound. I really love seeing Harada always at these like kind of developer conferences, the directs and whatnot. He's got a very awesome energy around him. But I think whatever he's gonna make next is gonna be a banger as well. So interested. Shout outs to him. Really, really cool developer.
Yeah, this is wild. This caught me completely off guard. But
Oh yeah.
like just a few game business put up an interview just a few weeks ago. I think it was actually recorded months ago with Harada and him saying like, "Oh no, I have no plans of leaving. I have no plans at all." It's just like it really goes to show like Itagaki's death must have really put things in massive perspective for
Yeah,
him, and he was just
that
like,
could be a point.
so I think that's probably what pushed his. He probably was thinking about it anyway. It was probably just
I,
Bandai Namco was making him say, "No, I'm not leaving." But anyway, point being, it's going to feel really weird without him. But I respect his legacy with Tekken, so I'm fully on board with whatever he does next, if anything.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point about Itagaki. I didn't think about it. It's like, kind of his person that worked alongside him in a way, like on different franchises. It was clear like he respected him so much, and he probably like after his death he realized it's like, man, he worked on so many other franchises that aren't fighting games. It's like I want to do that too, and like he passed away so young. It's like I'm not gonna live forever, so why not try something brand new? And I hope we see that the fruits of his labor soon because I love Harada. I think he's a genius.
Yeah.
Let's move into our final story here. This is a quick one. Shinobi puts this: Call of Duty will no longer alternate solely between Modern Warfare and Black Ops sub franchises. We will no longer do back-to-back releases of Modern Warfare or Black Ops games. The reasons are many, but the main one is to ensure we provide an absolutely unique experience each and every year, says the Call of Duty team. What this read says, Jack? Damn, Black Ops 7 did not sell well. It was not a
So
big seller for them. I think there was also already reports of like in the UK, it's like, yeah, the reports are like that this game is selling substantially less than previous Call of Duty games. Which, hey, fuck yeah. Fuck you, Call of Duty. Fuck that game. Really, really bad. Absolute dog shit.
yeah,
Hopefully, one of these days they take a damn hiatus off this franchise for just a year. Just a year. Put it on ice for 1 year. They're never going to do that, but it would be really nice because I want to be excited for the Call of Duty franchise again. It it's always like kind of one of my favorite arcade shooters, and it's just lately been so ass. And especially with the fact of Arc Raiders and Battlefield being so good, I want them to get up off their asses and it's like, okay, let's give these guys the time, let's give them the resources. Because I don't blame the developers. They had to make 2 Black Ops games in a row, like they had to make 2 Modern Warfare games in a row. I don't blame them whatsoever. I blame the shithead executives that aren't giving this franchise time to breathe. So hopefully we get to see the fruits of their labor actually pay off for once.
yeah, it was interesting seeing them saying this because it's just like, did you not see this coming? Like, obviously they just wanted to reuse assets 2 years in a row for 2 games, but it's just like this. Surely this was predictable, but just for a bit of context on how Call of Duty Black Ops 7's doing, probably 8 minutes ago, Warrior64 says it's on Amazon for half price. So that's it's only been out less than a month. So take
That's
that
a
out of
little
your
too
word.
expensive still. Damn.
Oh, absolutely.
Shouts to that. No reviews this week. Terminator 2D No Fate finally came out, so there's something there, but otherwise it seems like December 4th was like the big release date last week for a bunch of games releasing. So, but anyways, let's get into what we've been playing, Jack. I haven't actually been playing that much. I've been playing Metroid Prime 3 a lot. I don't have to talk too much about it, but like I want to play that before I get to 4. Really, really fun. I love Metroid Prime. But main big game I've been playing also, I platinumed Power Wash Simulator 2. Sometimes, man, you sometimes play a game that's just like, maybe this is just what I want to play. I kind of realize this, Jack, where it's like maybe I'm at the space in my life where I just want to play simulator games all day because God, it just hits in a way that I can't explain. I shouldn't like it as much as I do. I do like it as much as I do. Could I have been playing a lot of different games outside of Power Wash Simulator and maybe get more prepared for Soggies? Sure. I don't care. Power Wash Simulator 2 is what I wanted to play, and I fucking love it. So, that's that.
Is it
really awesome.
definitively better than the first one?
You know, it's weird. The problem is that it doesn't have its DLC out. I would say that the things that you're cleaning in this game are more interesting because they are effectively the same. The big thing that is different is you have a surface cleaner that's kind of like it's like a big circle that you can use to clean, but it gets outdated when you get like the triple nozzle later in the game. But otherwise, it really just depends on what you're cleaning. I think you are cleaning more interesting things. Instead of a normal car, you're like cleaning a doggy car. There's like a fun house that you clean at one point. You clean like this giant temple thing. I think the things you're cleaning are more interesting, and I think especially with the DLC, I think there's going to be some really cool DLC levels that I cannot fucking wait for. So
right, what's your dream DLC for it?
Oh, dude, I don't really care about the franchise that much, but I think this would be so perfect for Power Wash Simulator. BioShock. I think about BioShock. I'm like, that's actually kind of perfect. Like cleaning like the Big Daddy suit, cleaning up Rapture. That feels kind of perfect. I don't know. Otherwise, Metal Gear. Metal Gear is another one. I want to clean Metal Gear Rex, like that giant. You know Metal Gear Rex. I want to clean that giant ass fucking giant mech all the way from bottom to top. God,
they should turn it into a stealth game as well. Like you have to clean it while it's hiding.
Yeah, you're just like in a box the whole time. That'd be perfect. But yeah, shout out to Power Wash Simulator 2. I love that game, man. That's a game that's like, this is my thing. This is my thing that I love very dearly. That maybe I love a little too much, but I don't care.
No.
You been playing anything, Chick?
A few more hours of Shinobi, but not really. I finished Galaxy 2 again and got the 100%. Man, that game drags at the end. What a
so good though.
That Green Star hunt, genuinely, if there were like half as many as there are, I think Galaxy 2 would stand a lot higher. But as of right now, after 100%ing it, I think my opinion of the game's gone down slightly.
Fair enough.
I definitely don't like it as much as the first one. Yeah, I definitely don't like it as much as Galaxy 1. I never did, and it's fine. But that's just because Galaxy 1's a perfect game to me. But I'm just... Go on.
Sorry, good.
No, I was just going to say, like, I'm glad that I finally done it, because, like, I've been wanting to 100% it for years, and I just keep getting distracted with other things. So, I finally done it. So, it was fun.
Yeah. Dude, no, awesome. I think my argument for why I like Galaxy 2 the most, and why it's probably now my favorite 3D Mario on this replay, is there's just so many ideas. It feels like every level there's a new idea, every star there's a new idea. It gets to a point where, if you remember the original development story, that it was supposed to be called Super Mario Galaxy More, but they had so many ideas that they just basically made a whole nother game. And what I love so much is that you could tell, even by playing this, it's like they're probably cut ideas even in this game that they even cut out. And I understand the whole point about the green stars. To me, I'm not going to complain too much because I'm like, they're optional. I'm the one that threw myself into it. And I do kind of get a sick kick out of just like throwing on a podcast and just screwing around in these worlds and trying to look for the green stars. That's just the type of gameplay I enjoy. And I just love that world. I love the music. I think the soundtrack is phenomenal. I think Galaxy 1 has a better soundtrack probably, depending on... But they're both perfect soundtracks. It's really hard to be upset, though, when you play that game. It's like, this is kind of just the definitive Mario experience to me. But I get all your complaints.
Oh, yeah. Even if it misses my top 5 Mario games, that still makes it better than most games in the world. Exactly. So it's still absolutely phenomenal, and I will never doubt that. It's interesting hearing you say that about the soundtrack, because even though I like Galaxy 1 more, I might prefer the soundtrack to 2. So that
Like,
is interesting.
half of the reason is Gusty Garden Galaxy, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. But Bowser's Galaxy Generator in 2.
Oh,
Oh
that's a
my
good
god, I
one.
listen to that
Dude,
all the time.
Melty Monster Galaxy. Oh my god.
That's fantastic, fantastic.
Dun, dun,
That's
dun,
where I,
dun, 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 dun. It's so good.
especially since that's where I was grinding on my star bits for that last
Yep.
King Star.
Yeah, see, that is stupid. I agree with you 100% with that one. That is an insane grind that you have to get all the star hits.
It took
But yeah,
so long.
so stupid. But otherwise, yeah, love that game. And like you said, man, I'm glad that we have this, Jack, because I feel like we're in a Discord full of like, I'm just gonna say it, losers that don't respect Mario. I'm glad that you
This is
and
true.
me we
This is true.
understand. It's like these games are better than 90% of video games. Like it just
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I'm not gonna put this on my Soggy's list. Obviously, I'm not even gonna
Oh,
nominate
yeah,
it for best
obviously.
remaster. But if it
Oh,
was
yeah, I mean,
eligible,
dude, as a
it would.
remaster, no.
No, it
Come on.
sucks.
It's
But
just up for it.
yeah, in terms of like games that I've played this year, this is above most of them. So
Yeah, exactly. Just a personal list.
yeah.
So what's it called? We're going into the holidays. Probably the podcast gonna take a break after next week. What's kind of your big like hopes to play through? What do you really wanted to play?
Finish Shinobi. Promised Moon I would play Fretless, so that is my plan. I dug my PC out for it, so I do intend on playing that, and probably the Kirby DLC because I wanna.
Yes.
Oh, and I forgot to even like mention this in the Game Awards thing, but the new Expedition 33 content, just because I feel like a really good way to wrap up the year.
Yes. For me, I'm thinking I've been on that Fortnite grind, Jack. Here's the thing about Fortnite, real quick. I just want to shout out. I'm always like, I don't care about Fortnite. And then they put in a skin of a thing I care about, and I'm like, hell yeah, I love Fortnite. And I just start getting addicted to it again. Like they put out the Kill Bill skins. I'm like, I fucking love Kill Bill. I have to get that. But yeah, I just play Fortnite, whatever. But really, I want to finish Prime 3 and play Prime 4. Can't wait. And I really want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Hopefully starting that up soon. Hear a lot of good things about it. I do love my Western RPGs, so I think I'm gonna really dig it. And then I bought on sale, Jack, just like you were talking about earlier, Shinobi. Got it on
Nice.
sale, and I'm also there's another sale for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I think I'm gonna jump on as well. So those are shorter games, so I want to see if I can try to get through those as well. I have a lot of stuff I want to get through. I don't know if I'm gonna get through them all before Soggies, but that's kind of how my plan is at the moment. Maybe instead of all of that, I just replay Super Mario 64 again, just cause, you know? Who knows? Or I play
Uh,
Wario World. Fuck it, I want to play Wario World, dude. They added that on NSO. Hell yeah.
I must admit, like after finishing Galaxy 2, I was just like, maybe I could play 3D World again because like that's another one where I got like
Same.
I nearly 100%ed it on Wii U, and then I didn't really play as much of it on Switch because I went straight into Bowser's Fury. And now I'm like, oh, maybe I just replay that whole game. But I feel like I'll go on.
I'll tell you this, Jack. When I played 3D World on Wii U, I never even finished it because I'm like, I don't get it. This is disappointing because I was such a Galaxy head, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just a 3D Mario. Like it's a 2D Mario, but it's in 3D, whatever. And then I played it on Switch, and I'm like, I was so wrong. Specifically, the Switch enhancements add so much.
Yeah.
Where it's like the game is so much faster, and it feels way better to play it because of that. I genuinely think that's one of those like, wow, they really did go back and enhance this game for Switch in a big way. And I mean,
Yeah.
Bowser's Fury, that's a banger. Maybe I want to replay 3D World. Hey God,
Yeah, we're fucked. We're not playing a single other game before Soggies.
God bless that Italian man. What is his problem? Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's so many games I want to play, and I just know that I won't. So, hell, fuck it. We'll play what we will.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think I got a pretty big list for Soggy, so I'm feeling pretty good. I played most of, if not everything, I really wanted to play this year. It's just these last few stragglers right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. It was a pretty big episode. Not as big because it was only two of us, but Jack, I think you really held your own. I had a lot of fun talking to you. It was a great show.
Thank you. You too.
If you guys want to find us, we're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever your favorite podcasts are found. We're on it. Like the podcast on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, leave a review. And follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky at Slice of Gaming. With that, I think we're done. Say goodnight, Jack.
Good night.